Well guys, we got something special today. Doug is in the house. Tell me about it.
So this is a 1985 635 CSI with a M30b35 engine.
AKA tank engine.
Yeah, it's a torque monster essentially. So this engine's been fully built, forged pistons, forged rods, brand new bearings all around. I O-ring the block, running the stock head gasket so we can run maximum amount of boosts. Only 8.5 compression.
That's so crazy.
And then we're also on a flex fuel system too. So once we get the 93 tune done, we'll be moving over to flex fuel.
Okay, so you're gonna try to do both today?
Yep.
Oh, awesome.
So
awesome.
This is an MS3 setup on this, full sequential. As you see, I got all the coils there. Running 1050X injectors.
Yeah, the ID 1050s?
Yep.
Yep. Perfect.
And then a Boost Lab 62 Turbo with a 3-inch exhaust all the way back.
Dude, this thing's gonna make some power today, I think.
Yeah, I'm hoping to max out the turbo is what the Boost Lab guys said.
That's awesome. Now, for those of you who don't know, the M30 is a 12-valve engine. Right. So, single overhead cam, very basic, super straightforward, all business. And dude, there's some people making tons of power with these,
Yeah. I can't wait to see the torque number. That's one.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be a ripper.
It's just gonna melt tires.
And you were telling me the other day you drive this car all over the place. Like,
yeah, that's my daily drive.
Yes, which
like
is
next
even.
weekend I have to drive it all the way to Pompano for a shifter cart race. So that's
awesome.
why I'm here.
Dude, we're fired up, man. I'm excited to see this thing go. Okay, so they just got it fired up, and Luke's gonna go through and just do some baseline stuff. We got Luke tuning today. Fourth Performance, Clearwater, Florida.
Why, thank you.
You guys are in the area, give Luke a shout, man. He'll make you some power. What you working on, Eric?
Oh, you know, just Corvette. Corvette.
I thought you were just supposed to do a steering rack. Why is the transmission out?
Yeah.
Just commenting how quiet his motor is. Usually these M20s, M30s are very loud in the valve train. It's quiet as can be. Just in case something goes in the engine. So he let off super early and he's already making 330 horsepower. So you just made with my S50 4030 mates. And you let off a what, like 4,000 RPM?
Yeah, something like that.
Dude, this thing's gonna be a ripper, man. This thing's going to the moon. So that's the most effortless 430 horsepower I've ever seen.
I know, dude. I'm really surprised.
This thing's gonna go to the moon, dude.
I'm really shocked.
So what's the plan right now? What are you guys thinking?
So right now we just did the drivability stuff where we're getting it to where it needs to be, follow the targets on the AFR. So now we're starting to get in the boost. We're getting to start the full throttle power. So we'll see where it leads.
So that was 12 PSI?
Yeah, no electronic boost control, just wastegate.
Amazing.
So it should step up quite a bit once we roll in the boost controller.
And then once we do, so we're gonna get this squared away. So what are you gonna do? Keep it like 93 as like a conservative setup?
Yeah, since I'm running really low compression, like 8.5 to 1, I could probably get away with like 17 to 20 PSI on pump gas. But I wouldn't go much more over that.
So you're gonna play it safe on pump gas, but then once you get into ED5, it's gonna be...
Yeah, then we can turn it really far up. Yeah.
That's so sick, dude. It sounds amazing, it really does. it up. Sounds like it let off early. We spoke too soon, huh? Weren't we just talking about how quiet? And you know what's funny? The last couple pulls, I'm like, you know, it's kind of getting a little louder. All right, so Doug got his rockers fixed, and now he's doing a 19 PSI pull, and that's gonna be where he's maxing out on pump gas. So we're gonna do 19 PSI now. PSI now, and that's going to be his like street tune, and then he's going to switch to E85 and go from there. So we'll see what this does. Yeah, 500 horsepower street car, brother. On pump gas. Oh, that's awesome. He's not even on ethanol yet. That's sick, dude. Man. Ethanol time.
Yeah, we gotta drain the fuel out now.
It's got a good curve to it, man. That torque comes in hard.
Yep.
Right there, the yellow numbers are the last run. So 514.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 514 foot-pounds of torque.
17 pounds of
Woo! It makes 514 foot-pounds like immediately though. Like as soon as the run occurs, which is like around 3,000 RPM. Like it just jumps up 1,000 RPM. You're like into the torque.
That's the old tire roaster setup right there.
Well, we're switching to E85 now, so it should spike up a little bit more.
Fuel curve is like perfect, man.
Dude, that's wild. All right, guys, they just made the switch to ethanol. Letting it flow through. I can't smell it yet. Well, I think I'm getting immune.
I smell it now.
I think I'm getting immune to it.
Yeah, you smell
I don't notice it. I don't notice it as much as I used to. Methanol, though.
Oh yeah.
Make your eyes water.
I love methanol. That's what I was raised on. We ran all of our little Briggs flatheads on methanol.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And Doug races shifter carts. Instructor? Too?
Not instructor.
Not instructor.
I'm a mechanic. Used to be racing, but then I flipped the go-kart, got a titanium.
That's right.
My collar
Yeah.
down. Yeah, cracked
Bro.
2 vertebrae in my neck.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
Had to calm it down.
I'll make you kind of review things a little bit.
A little bit. For sure.
So, yeah, now you just have like 500 plus horsepower freaking old BMW boats.
It's a sleeper, man. People look at this thing, they look at the wheels.
I love like the clear coats coming off and stuff. It's like, no, it's awesome, dude. It's like, yeah, what's this old thing? And next thing you know, it blows your doors off.
That's exactly,
you know what I mean? Like, it's sick. Yeah. Like anytime you see an old BMW on the street, it's like, all right, that's off. Because I just love them. But, you know, especially down in Florida, you never know. People are crazy. They do.
Yeah, there's no car laws down here for emissions.
I know.
Modification or anything.
I would never think in a million years pulling up on this that it would be anything like what's going on right now. If you guys don't know about For the Performance, this place is unbelievable. Supra, Corvette, GTO, Cayman race car, Supra, Skyline, 240, and this is just a normal, oh, and a Ford Lightning. Would you guys say you're at 83% duty cycle on the injector? So ID 1050's at 83% already?
That is, it's at 83%, right? Yeah. Single pump. Yeah, so we're on a single pump, 5/16 fuel line.
Yeah,
so
Hellcat, they're running a Hellcat fuel pump.
You see my car, I have the 1050s too,
Yep.
injector, but I'm running dual pumps. And when the second one stage is on, it's like 80 PSI of fuel. So his isn't hitting that, and that's why his
Yeah, pump.
and see how that
bigger
goes.
lines.
Yeah.
I definitely do a pump for the line.
That sounded really good. So is that the same boost level?
That's like 19 psi.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's about the same boost level as we were on pump, but just from the colder fuel. Loves it. Yeah.
So you really didn't change anything?
I changed nothing. Oh, I did add some timing because the flex fuel actually does like the function.
Yeah.
You can choose it to add timing across the entire map. So it's just basically an ignition trend that applies. If the flex fuel sensor fails, what it'll do is it'll revert back to zero. No additional timing. Back, right? It'll revert to 163%. So it's just going to run really rich on gas or on gas, not ethanol.
50 horsepower, dude.
Not bad.
Right off the boot.
I almost forgot to get off the throttle again.
Uh-oh.
So to recap, before we were hitting your rev limiter, right?
Yeah.
Which was hitting the rev limiter was knocking the exhaust side rocker shaft off its eccentrics and screwed everything up, right?
The way the rocker holds on to the eccentric is it squeezes it in between the rocker, and it doesn't really have a solid way of holding it in place.
Yeah. So that happened twice tonight so far,
Yeah,
unfortunately. So our solution or your solution right now, I'm just hanging out next door and being an observer. You guys' solution was just to...
So we turn the cut off essentially, and we just have Reed in there saying, hey.
Yeah, so right now there's no rev limiter. Want to see if it revs like an F1 car?
It does have longer runs.
It could do.
So that's a good solution for now. I mean, is there any long-term solution that you can think of that...
I'm thinking maybe if I jump up spring pressure, it'll help alleviate that, and the spring will take more of it. I do have the dual valve springs in there that are stock, but
50 horsepower, man. Just like that.
E85, gotta love it. I think it's only $2 a gallon right now.
I know, dude. $2 a gallon, 50 horsepower. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, just big. All right, so it's the evening, and we're wrapping up.
Yep.
So the verdict is...
We need more fuel, man.
Yeah. So we're gonna call it quits for the night. We're not gonna make any more pulls or anything. So what's your plan moving forward?
So...
I mean, you have a 550 horsepower freaking car. I mean, that's nothing to... That's not a small deal.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. But yeah, I'll just hook up a second pump into it and then hook up some bigger fuel lines and an aftermarket fuel pressure regulator so I can jump up the base pressure, help out those injectors.
Awesome.
We were at like 83% at 19 pounds on E85, so that's kind of getting in the danger zone for injectors.
So instead of trying to just squeeze every last ounce out of it, just do it right. And
you have a boosted car, spend all your money on the fuel system.
Yeah.
And the oil.
Yep. That's what these guys say all the time. Oh shit. 570 foot-pounds of torque.
As opposed to when we first made our first hit, it was 438.
The first hit, yeah.
First hit was 438.
Okay, so here's our torque numbers. The yellow's the first hit. This was pump gas, and this was E85. So he rolled in with 438 foot-pounds of torque, leaving with 572. That's gonna feel like dude. This thing's pulling like a freight train, dude.
This wasn't even the baseline. It was worse than this. Like it was so rich that it just.
Okay, so this is your baseline.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
That was the baseline like at 11 psi. Like you can see over here, 11 psi.
Yeah.
Yep, right there. So.
Dude. Thanks for watching the Bayside Fabrication YouTube channel, guys. Big shout out to Doug on his car and making the power it did. I'm super stoked to see that car rip on the streets and then the track, and also to see how much more power he can make once he gets his fuel system beefed up a little bit. So awesome job, Doug, and really cool car. I love it. So in the next couple of videos, I have my trailer here with my E30 inside of it, and I brought my Z cart home to kind of pick away at stuff while I'm babysitting the kid. My wife just went back to work, so I'm kind of doing double duty now, but I brought the cart home because that's all easy stuff. Wiring is all easy stuff I can just do in my garage when she's taking a nap. And I'd like to get back at the E30 a little bit. I know a lot of you guys are not familiar with that car, but I have an S54 E30 that's actually pretty wild, so very happy to share that with you guys. And we just got a few more things in that car to finish it up, so we'll be doing that probably within the next week or so. But thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.